Chatting with the chaplain, Baltimore Mike. Baltimore Mike, it's a pleasure. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine, Larry. I could cry right now. We are standing on Addison Street, right on the corner, and we used to call it Addison Alley.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm standing where we used to run and jump the alley from one side to the other. Yes, as little kids.
So you used to jump all the way over?
Yeah. I need replacements now, Larry. I don't think I can make it now.
Oh.
If I did, it'd probably be my last jump.
Wow.
I laugh. I feel like crying at the same time because these two particular lots, this was my grandmother's house, 1834, Hither Street.
1834.
1834. And this was the Vanderbilt store right across the alley.
Uh-huh.
The house next door, I believe, was Miss Dorothy Jenson. Then we had the Wards, we had the Hills. Don't want to miss anybody. But across the street we had Mr. Douglas. We had Mr. Hubbard, Joe Hubbard. We had the Newmans. We had the Horns. Had the Jenkins, Mr. Willie Jenkins. But what's about right here is where, from my house, 1815, was where my sister come across the street and got ran over by the truck. Saw it. She was 4 and I was 6. Going to the store. And I can remember it like it was yesterday. But now as I look back at it, I see as what man means for evil, God will change it to good. It was a part of my experience of getting ready for the fire department. Or getting ready for the chaplaincy. My best friend lived next door to 1815 when I was born. 1817, Jerry Horn, Miss Pearl, Mr. Clyde Horn, all his daughters. And I fought fire in that house. I was located close up the street on Monroe Street at a firehouse years ago. I'm talking about in the 70s. And the other guys didn't know what I was laughing at. And the fire wasn't really serious. It was, I believe, from someone trying to thaw out the sewer line. And at that time, they had the sewer lines on the outside of the back of the houses. And if you go around there now, you'll probably still see some sewer lines out there. And someone probably tried to thaw one out and caught the house on fire. But I had to laugh because I couldn't believe it. I said, I'm fighting a fire in my best friend's house. And his mother, which would give us biscuits and syrup all the time. And she was a baker. She worked at MRI's bakery. And as we went to junior high school at Booker T, on the way to school, we would stop at Saratoga Street at MRI's bakery, and she gave us a whole coconut custard pie to eat on the way to school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, when you came over here with the fire truck, was they still living there, or they moved out by then?
They were still living there. They were still living there. I think mom and dad had passed, but the brother, the oldest brother, I think Hambone was his name. Merlin Horn was his real name.
Right.
Chick, Etta, Kubi, Jerry, Dinky, the whole family of them. And it's surreal, it's unbelievable for the Lord to allow me to stand here now. And you want to hear something sort of peculiar, Larry?
Yes.
We talked about celebrating 12 days consecutively, I believe, without a murder in Baltimore. I heard that the first murder of this year had taken place on my street.
No.
On Eagle Street.
For real? This street?
A 16-year-old was shot in the neck. A think it was the first day of the year. Or it was the first murder of the year.
On the street.
On this street, Eagle Street.
Wow.
It said Eagle and Payson, I believe, but it was actually on every street. And so you can't make these things up. And I can take you back here where we used to swim in the back of the house because the railroad tracks were back there. And there was no way for the water to drain off when we had a hard rain. And we would swim in the flooded water in the back with the rats. It had rats in the
Wait
water.
a minute, hold up. Did you say you were swimming in the water
With the rats.
with the who?
The rodents.
The rat, R-A-T?
Yes. Big rats.
For real?
Yeah.
How old was you?
Oh, probably like 6.
6 years old. You wasn't scared?
No, didn't have sense enough to be scared.
Oh
back
my
then.
goodness.
I couldn't do it now.
Oh.
I don't want to look at one.
So this behind your house where you used to live at?
This is where we live. My cousin would hold me up for a conveyor belt in the back of this building. It's a donut factory. And I would hand the donuts down and he'd put them in a bag. And we'd have so many donuts.
So this was a donut factory?
Right. And we have so many donuts, Larry, we come out and have a donut fight.
What?
Throwing donuts at each other.
When y'all was a kid?
Yeah, when we were little children. And like I told you, this was where we had the sewer lines connected to the outside. And if you can look now, you can see them now. Here's a new one here now. This, the white pipe there, somebody still has one, but it's a new plastic one. If you go down further, you'll still see probably
So
you'll see the
that
old-
is the sewer. That's the sewer line.
That's the sewer lines, and that's the clean out down the bottom.
Who house is that? That's the
I
old
believe that's
sewer
my
line.
house, Larry.
For real? Wait a minute. This your house?
Yep.
This the house you was living in when you was a kid?
This is the house I was born in and lived in. There's a burned out house, as you see, all the way through the roof on this side, same on that side. But my house is still intact. I've been in it. It's dry and it's still intact, and it's unbelievable.
Did anybody ever live in there after y'all moved out?
Yes.
Oh, some people lived in there?
Oh yeah, we've moved out. Oh my Lord. Over 50 years ago.
Oh, over 50 years ago?
Oh, yeah. But you see the sewer line there, and you see the old sewer lines down the street? The cast iron ones still, those were up there forever.
Oh, where the cast irons at?
You have to come over.
Oh, I see it. The gray cast iron.
Next to the greenhouse, on the greenhouse. And I'm going to show you where we swim with the rats.
You swim with the rats?
Yep.
Wow.
And we had fun. We integrated school up the street. And funny thing,
You said integrated school. Let people know what integrated school means.
that means that you go up to the school and you've never been there with white people, and they call you all kind of niggers as you're going in. And I don't remember as well as my brother. He's a year older than me, a year and a half, and I think he just has a better memory than me. With that year or two made a difference, and he would tell me more about it than me. He said, "Do you remember that?" I said, "Oh no." And then I remembered some of it. But this is where we swim with the rats. If you see, there's no way for the water to go out here.
Wow.
And so it rained, we would be swimming down here.
So this is where y'all was swimming at?
Swimming with the rats.
With the rats.
And this building here would be all a part of the railroads, B&O. Hey, sir.
Hey. You know him?
No. Can I ask you a question? Who owns the building? Oh, this is property here now.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Who owns the property here? some years ago. I bought it. I bought this stuff for Alcohol.
Oh, you know, these houses over there?
Yeah. This now. I'm back 67 years ago.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, this now. I was saying we were playing in front of the house.
And you say we were, who
My
was?
sister and I
Uh-huh.
and some other children. And I remember I had a blanket over my head. I don't know what we were playing, house or whatever. And I remember being about right here. And I remember looking like right here.
I know it's hard. It's hard, Mike.
All those years it hadn't been hard before.
It's hard.
I guess it took all this time for it to catch up with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joanne, 4 years old. I remember her laying in the casket with a white dress on. That's it. Ah, boy. Hey, I think we got enough, don't we?
Yeah. So so this house, when you gonna open it up, Mike? Chapman, Mike. This year?
Yeah, this year. Lord willing. I'm happy right now just having the blessing to own it.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to say own it again.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just lived in it before as a child. I didn't own it then.
Oh, okay.
But my grandmother did own the house, I think 1834, and some other ones around here.
Uh-huh.
And they tell me, Larry, when you rent, you're buying a house for somebody else.
You was just saying that, weren't you?
Yeah.
You said it today. Somebody called you show.
Yeah.
How they said
And,
they want to.
to rent. And
Yeah.
we need to buy. God made us the head and not the tail, and the lender, not the borrower.
Uh-huh.
So let me ask you a question, Larry.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything too hard for God?
No. Nothing too hard for God.
I've seen him do it.
Yeah.
I can't work miracles, but I am a miracle.
Yes.
When I want to see a miracle, all I have to do is look in the mirror. I'm done, Larry. I'm full up.
Amen. And what's your name?
Baltimore Mike. Chatting with the chaplain.
Thank you, Baltimore Mike. Chatting with the chaplain.